Today I want to share a story that might completely change the way you look at your own struggles. It's about a young boy who believed his problems were too heavy, too big, too much for him to handle. But he didn't know one simple truth. Most problems aren't as big as they seem, and their solutions are usually right in front of us. By the end of this story, you will understand that truth for yourself. So sit back, take a deep breath, and stay with me to the very end. Once upon a time, in a small village, surrounded by open fields and quiet breezes, lived a boy named Arav. Arav was intelligent, curious, and full of potential, but he had one habit. He worried too much. Even the tiniest difficulty felt like a mountain standing in his way. If the weather got too hot, he'd sigh. How can anyone work in this heat? If the teacher gave homework, he'd complain. This is impossible. If his mother asked him for help, he would mutter, "Why is everything so hard for me?" Day after day, Arav's complaints grew louder, and slowly, people in the village began to avoid him, because no one enjoys being around someone who only sees problems. One evening, Arav's father finally grew tired of hearing the same complaints. He called his son and said softly, "Come with me. I want to show you something." They walked past the houses, past the fields, until they reached a small pond. The water was calm and still. Arav's father handed him a small handful of salt. "Throw it in the pond," he said. Arav tossed the salt, and the water rippled. His father then told him, "Taste it." Arav bent down, took a sip, and instantly spat it out. So bitter. His father didn't react. He simply gave him another handful of salt. This time, he led Arav to the wide river flowing just outside the village. "Now throw it here." Arav obeyed. The salt disappeared instantly in the moving water. "Taste the river," said his father. Arav cupped his hands, sipped, and looked up in surprise. "It's fresh. I can't taste the salt at all." His father smiled gently and said the words that would change Arav's life forever. "Son, life's problems are like this salt. They never go away, but how much they affect you depends on the size of your heart. If your heart is small like this pond, even a little salt will make you bitter. But if your heart is wide like the river, no problem will overwhelm you." Those words sank deep into Arav's heart. For the first time, he realized something powerful. Maybe the world wasn't as difficult as he thought. Maybe the problem wasn't life. It was the way he looked at it. That night, Arav lay awake, thinking about the pond and the river. He whispered to himself, "If I stay like the pond, I will suffer forever. But if I grow like the river, I can handle anything." From the next morning, Arav made small changes. When the teacher gave extra homework, he didn't complain. He told himself, "This is my chance to improve." When his mother asked him to carry water buckets, he smiled and said, "This will make me stronger." When the sun burned on his back, he thought, "It's just another test. I can face it." Was it easy? No. Old habits tried pulling him back, but every time he felt like complaining, he remembered his father's words. Weeks passed, then months, and something beautiful happened. Arav transformed. He stopped crying about small things. People noticed his calmness. His friends enjoyed being around him. His teacher praised him. His parents felt proud. But most importantly, Arav felt lighter inside. Problems still came. Storms, exams, chores. Life didn't change. But Arav had changed. He didn't drown in problems anymore. He floated above them like a river, carrying leaves, sticks, and stones without stopping. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Arav sat by the river. He watched the flowing water and whispered, "Every problem has a solution. It's not about removing the salt. It's about becoming the river."